Hi, everyone. Blessed day, blessed moment. Yeah, today I woke up with this feeling in my heart. I just want to share it. Uh, Desire God with all your heart. That's what I heard. And yeah, we're in the Mystical Christ Academy. So yesterday was a beautiful session, and an evening session about devotion and original innocence and really wanting it, really desiring it with all your heart. And then today, Christopher Todd sent me a song this morning. Yeah, it's called Desire with All Your Heart. But there's two other songs that I'll play before that called Addicted to the World, pointing to the light, and Authentic Swing, which is a song based on our beautiful clip yesterday from the movie The Legend of Bagger Vance, made by Robert Redford. And that was a beautiful scene that we all watched about going to the field. So today I thought I would talk about what it takes really to desire God with all your heart. This is a world of idol images. This is the world of the ego. The ego has projected out a world of time and space, and the entire cosmos of time and space is just a projection of the belief in separation from God, a belief that there's something more or other than God, and God's eternal love, the kingdom of heaven, the kingdom of God, the Christ within, the eternal Christ within, the Christ child. And so this world, it can seem to be a world of anger and vengeance, of competition, war, conflict, disease. It can seem to be a world that seems quite violent, but Jesus is helping us go into forgiveness in a very deep way to see that it's not any of those things really. It's just unreal. It's not created by God, and it's unreal. And it's a world of idol images, and yet the idols are so believed in and so sought after and so, just adored that they're not seen for what they are. So I thought I would go into some passages from Jesus today in chapters 29 and chapter 30 that would help us really get a better grasp on what is it that we have placed before putting God in the altar of our heart, desiring God with all our heart. Start off with a passage from Exodus in the King James Version, Exodus 20, verses 3 through 5. Thou shalt have no other gods before me. Thou shalt not make unto thee any graven image or any likeness of anything that is in heaven above, or that is in the earth beneath, or that is in the water under the earth. Thou shalt not bow down thyself to them, nor serve them. Okay, that's a good start. Thank you. From the Bible, Exodus. Chapter 29 from A Course in Miracles. This is section 8, the Antichrist. What is an idol? Do you think you know? For idols are unrecognized as such and never seen for what they really are. That is the only power that they have. Their purpose is obscure, and they are feared and worshipped both because you do not know what they are for and why they have been made. An idol is an image of your brother that you would value more than what he is. Idols are made that he may be replaced, no matter what their form. And it is this that never is perceived and recognized, be it a body or a thing, a place, a situation or a circumstance, an object owned or wanted, or a right demanded or achieved. It is the same. Let not their form deceive you. Idols are but substitutes for your reality. In some way, you believe they will complete your little self for safety in a world perceived as dangerous, with forces massed against your confidence and peace of mind. They have the power to supply your lacks and add the value that you do not have. No one believes in idols who has not enslaved himself to littleness and loss, and thus must seek beyond his little self for strength to raise his head and stand apart from all the misery the world reflects. This is the penalty for looking not within for certainty and quiet calm that liberates you from the world and lets you stand apart in quiet and in peace. An idol is a false impression or a false belief, some form of antichrist that constitutes a gap between the Christ and what you see. An idol is a wish made tangible and given form, and thus perceived as real and seen outside the mind. Yet it is still a thought and cannot leave the mind that is its source, nor is its form apart from the idea it represents. All forms of Antichrist oppose Christ and fall before his face like a dark veil that seems to shut you off from him alone in darkness. Yet the light is there. A cloud does not put out the sun. No more a veil can banish what it seems to separate, nor darken by one whit the light itself. This world of idols is a veil across the face of Christ because its purpose is to separate your brother from yourself. A dark and fearful purpose, yet a thought without the power to change one blade of grass from something living to a sign of death. Its form is nowhere, for its source abides within your mind where God abideth not. Where is this place where what is everywhere has been excluded and been kept apart? What hand could be held up to block God's way? Whose voice could make demand he enter not? The more than everything is not a thing to make you tremble and to quail in fear. Christ's enemy is nowhere. He can take no form in which he ever will be real. What is an idol? Nothing. It must be believed before it seems to come to life and given power that it may be feared. Its life and power are its believer's gift, and this is what the miracle restores to what has life and power worthy of the gift of heaven and eternal peace. The miracle does not restore the truth. The light the veil between has not put out. It merely lifts the veil and lets the truth shine unencumbered, being what it is. It does not need belief to be itself, for it has been created. So it is. An idol is established by belief, and when it is withdrawn, the idol dies. This is the Antichrist, the strange idea that there is a power past omnipotence, a place beyond the infinite, a time transcending the eternal. Here is the world of idols has been set by the idea this power and place and time are given form and shape the world where the impossible has happened. Here the deathless come to die, the all-encompassing to suffer loss, the timeless to be made the slaves of time. Here does the changeless change, the peace of God, forever given to all living things, give way to chaos. And the Son of God, as perfect, as sinless, and as loving as his Father, come to hate a little while, to suffer pain and finally to die. Where is an idol? Nowhere. Can there be a gap in what is infinite, a place where time can interrupt eternity, a place of darkness set where all its light, a dismal alcove separated off from what is endless, has no place to be? An idol is beyond where God has set all things forever and has left no room for anything to be except his will. Nothing and nowhere must an idol be, while God is everything and everywhere. What is the purpose? What purpose has an idol then? What is it for? This is the only question that has many answers, each depending on the one of whom the question has been asked. The world believes in idols. No one comes unless he worships them, and still attempts to seek for one that yet might offer him a gift reality does not contain. Each worshiper of idols harbors hope his special deities will give him more than other men's possess. It must be more. It does not really matter more of what, more beauty, more intelligence, more wealth, or even more affliction and more pain. But more of something is an idol for. And when one fails, another takes its place, with hope of finding more of something else. Be not deceived by forms the something takes. An idol is a means for getting more, and it is this that is against God's will. There it is. If God is everything, spirit is everything, love is everything, joy is everything, peace is everything, an idol is a means for getting more, and it is this, getting more, that is against God's will. God has not many sons, but only one. Who can have more and who can be given less? In heaven would the Son of God but laugh if idols could intrude upon his peace. It is for him the Holy Spirit speaks and tells you idols have no purpose here, for more than heaven can you never have. If heaven is within, why would you seek for idols that would make of heaven less, to give you more than God bestowed upon your brother and on you as one with him? God gave you all there is, and to be sure you could not lose it. Did he also give the same to every living thing as well? And thus is every living thing a part of you as of himself. No idol can establish you as more than God, but you will never be content with less. And going beyond the idols, we're on chapter 30, the new beginning, section 3, beyond all idols. Idols are quite specific, but your will is universal, being limitless. And so it has no form, nor is content for its expression in the terms of form. Idols are limits. They are the belief that there are forms that will bring happiness, and that by limiting is all attained. It is as if you said, I have no need of everything. This little thing I want, and it will be as everything to me. And this must fail to satisfy, because it is your will that everything be yours. Decide for idols, and you ask for loss. Decide for truth, and everything is yours. It is not form you seek. What form can be a substitute for God the Father's love? What form can take the place of all the love and the divinity of God the Son? What idol can make two of what is one? And can the limitless be limited? You do not want an idol. It is not your will to have one. It will not bestow on you the gift you seek. When you decide upon the form of what you want, you lose the understanding of its purpose. So you see your will within the idol, thus reducing it to a specific form. Yet this could never be your will, because what shares in all creation cannot be content with small ideas and little things. Beyond the search for every idol lies the yearning for completion. Wholeness has no form because it is unlimited. To seek a special person or a thing to add to you to make yourself complete can only mean that you believe some form is missing. Okay, that's probably the best sentence in the book on special relationships. Special relationships are idols. To seek a special person or a thing, could be anything, a car, a house, a bank account, a property, a skill, an ability, a name, anything. To seek a special person or a thing to add to you to make yourself complete can only mean that you believe some form is missing, lack, scarcity. And by finding this, you will achieve completion in a form you think you like. This is the purpose of an idol, that you will not look beyond it to the source of the belief that you are incomplete. Only if you had sinned could this be so. For sin is the idea you are alone and separated off from what is whole. And thus it would be necessary for the search for wholeness to be made beyond the boundaries of limits on yourself. It is never the idol that you want, but what you think it offers you, you want indeed and have the right to ask for. Nor could it be possible it be denied. Your will to be complete is but God's will, and thus this is given you by being His. God knows not form. He cannot answer you in terms that have no meaning, and your will could not be satisfied with empty forms, but made to fill a gap that is not there. It is not this you want. Creation gives no separate person and no separate thing the power to complete the Son of God. What idol can be called upon to give the Son of God what he already has? Completion is the function of God's Son. He has no need to seek for it at all. Beyond all idols stands his holy will to be but what he is, for more than whole is meaningless. If there were change in him, if he could be reduced to any form and limited to what is not in him, he would not be as God created him. What idol can he need to be himself? For he can give a part of him away. Can he give a part of him away? What is not whole cannot make whole, but what is really asked for cannot be denied. Your will is granted, not in any form that would content you not, but in the whole, completely lovely thought God holds of you. Nothing that God knows not exists, and what he knows exists forever, changelessly. For thoughts endure as long as does the mind that thought of them. And in the mind of God there is no ending, nor a time in which his thoughts were absent or could suffer change. Thoughts are not born and cannot die. They share the attributes of their creator, nor have they a separate life apart from his. The thoughts you think are in your mind, as you are in the mind which thought of you. And so there are no separate parts in what exists within God's mind. It is forever one, eternally united and at peace. Thoughts seem to come and go, yet all this means is that you are sometimes aware of them and sometimes not. An unremembered thought is born again to you when it returns to your awareness. Yet it did not die when you forgot it. It was always there, but you were unaware of it. The thought God holds of you is perfectly unchanged by your forgetting. It will always be exactly as it was before the time when you forgot, and will be just the same when you remember. And it is the same within the interval when you forgot. The thoughts of God are far beyond all change and shine forever. They await birth. They await not birth. They wait for welcoming and remembering. The thought God holds of you is like a star, unchangeable in an eternal sky. So high in heaven is it set that those outside of heaven know not it is there. Yet still and white and lovely will it shine through all eternity. There was no time it was not there, no instant when its light grew dimmer or less perfect ever was. Who knows the Father knows this light, for he is the eternal sky that holds it safe, forever lifted up and anchored sure. Its perfect purity does not depend on whether it is seen on earth or not. The sky embraces it and softly holds it in its perfect place, which is as far from earth as earth from heaven. It is not the distance nor the time that keeps this star invisible to earth, but those who seek for idols cannot know the star is there. Beyond all idols is the thought God holds of you, completely unaffected by the turmoil and the terror of the world, the dreams of birth and death that here are dreamed, the myriad of forms that fear can take. Quite undisturbed, the thought God holds of you remains exactly as it always was. Surrounded by a stillness so complete, no sound of battle comes remotely near. It rests in certainty and perfect peace. Here is your one reality kept safe, completely unaware of all the world that worships idols and that knows not God, in perfect sureness of its changelessness and of its rest in its eternal home. The thought God holds of you has never left the mind of its Creator, whom it knows, as its Creator knows that it is there. Where could the thought God holds of you exist but where you are? Is your reality a thing apart from you and in a world which your reality knows nothing of? Outside you there is no eternal sky, no changeless star, and no reality. The mind of heaven's Son in heaven is, for there the mind of the Father and of the Son joined in creation which can have no end. You have not two realities, but one, nor can you be aware of more than one. An idol or the thought God holds of you is your reality. Forget not, then, that idols must keep hidden what you are, not from the mind of God, but from your own. The star shines still, the sky has never changed, but you, the Holy Son of God himself, are unaware of your reality. Wow. There we go. That's why what we read in Exodus at the beginning from the Bible is clear as a bell. Seek not for idols. Seek not outside yourself, for it will fail, and you will weep each time an idol falls. So, we move into the music portion. We're starting off with addicted to the world, pointed to the light. Addicted to the world of idols, pointed to the light of heaven.
Addicted to family, addicted to form, chasing illusions in a world so worn. Relationships by the game of disguise, but spirit points you to where truth lies. Addicted to winning, addicted to fame, trying to triumph in the worldly game. But the true game waits beyond the score. It's knowing yourself, there's nothing more. So come with me. Addiction dissolves in the light you see. She points to the truth, the way is clear. Addicted no longer, the light is near. Every illusion, each worldly tie is shown for the fiction, the passing lie. The truth beats, the field ignites. Addiction falls in electrolytes. No game in form, no prize to hold. The world's achievement leaves you cold. But spirit sings with a holy sound. Addiction lifts when truth is found. Pointed to light, illusions fade. The false attraction cannot invade. The delta blues pulses, spirit is bright. Addicted no longer, you live in the light. Addiction undone, the self is known. The light of God is your only home. Heartbeat rhythm, uplift and flame. The world is released, no more to claim. The true game played, the holy sight. You are remembered as pure delight. Addiction vanished, illusion slight. Pointed forever into the light.
Pointed forever into the light. That's beautiful. Okay, our next song will be, this is from that clip I mentioned that we showed in the movie, Authentic Swing. It's The Legend of Bagger Vance, Will Smith's character, who's the caddy for Juna. Bagger Vance is telling Bagger he needs to find the field, and in order to find the field, he has to find his authentic swing. Okay, here we go.
Yes, sir, the greatest game of all. Just you in the swing, answering the call. Not 12 strokes, not the art so long. It's harmony's rhythm, life's own song. If you hack at the ball like chopping wood, you miss the field where the swing feels good. One perfect shot in the field alive. It chooses you, not the other drive. Feel it in the hands, not in the head. Soft icy where the flag is led. The seasons turn, the tides will show. One place of union where you must go. Every duff, every tap, every skull in line, but only one swing is truly divine. The field is whispering, the shot is near. Let it choose you, the path is clear. It's not the flag, it's not the ball. It's being aligned with the source of all. Intuition is more wise than the mind can be. They swing with the rhythm of eternity. You can't be taken there by a friend, but the spirit in you will guide till the end. One authentic swing, one holy strike. The jazz of life sings, this is right. The game's not won by worldly score. It's finding the self you were searching for. The shot is given, the field will sing when you let go and trust the swing. Greatest gain ever, joy in the play. Authentic swing points, the holy way. Feel it, don't think it, let love sing. It's all one field, one unauthentic swing.
Wow, that's beautiful. And our final song is the title of this talk, Desire with All Your Heart.
What is it you desire? The truth or disguise? Do you see with the heart or the world in your eyes? The goal placed out front, forgiveness in flight. Wings of prayer lift you higher in light. Desire the moment, desire it now. Give your full heart, spirit shows how. The purpose revealed when obstacles rise. They serve to open, not to disguise. The heart beats strong, the call is near. To know who you are, to drop the fear. Desire the truth with all of your might. It carries you home through endless night. Rules for decisions point the way. Choose with your heart in each new day. Gratitude flows, Father, to you. The prayer of the heart makes all things new. Do you desire peace? Do you desire joy? Forgiveness releases what fear would destroy. Lifted in spirit, devotion complete. Every desire with love you meet. The self-concept unwinds, illusions break. The present is all, no past to take. With wings of prayer you soar above. Carried forever in endless love. Desire the holy, desire the true. Every false image dissolves into new. The heart knows only what cannot part. The way is simple, desire with all your heart. Forgiveness remembers, purpose is clear. Heaven is present, already here. Lifted in love, rocking in the flame. Desire with all your heart, God's name.
Wow. Desire with all your heart. And just remember those last three verses. Oh my God. The self-concept unwinds, illusions break. The present is all, no past to take. With wings of prayer you soar above, carried forever in endless love. Desire the holy, desire the true. Every false image dissolves into new. The heart knows only what cannot part. The way is simple. Desire with all your heart. Forgiveness remembers. Purpose is clear. Heaven is present, already here. Lifted in love, rocking in the flame. Desire with all your heart God's name. Oh my, shoo. Okay, we are really in it now. We are truly desire God with all your heart. Have a beautiful day. Shine your light. Share your love. Embrace everything, everyone. Let your eyes sparkle. Let your mouth speak words of joy. Let your presence, your grace emanate, radiate, shine for everything and everyone without exception. God bless you. Have a spectacular day.